Hello everyone, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator, and welcome back to Creaghalls Logistics. Now, we're continuing on, just trying to build up a bit of money to get our truck back. Well, another truck back, and we're now on a quick job to Denmark. This is a bit different than most of the jobs we've done already in the series, because today we are hauling a 60-ton locomotive. Yeah, pretty big load. We've got this sort of heavy haulage man lorry here. It's got 4 axles, so hopefully plenty of like grip and all that kind of stuff that will help us get along the road nicely. So for some reason this thing has all its gears mixed up. Oh, it's a 16-speed gearbox. Just realised that. That's not great. Because my gear selector is set up for a 12-speed. You know, I'll drive along with it for a bit and see how it goes. If it's really making things difficult to do, I'll remap it, but hopefully we'll be alright just sticking to current setup, although it is a bit of a jump to go from 6th to 13th. Right, so I can't seem to figure out a way to do it with the ooh, we've got lights. Can't seem to figure out a way to do it with the shifter set up for 16 speed because it only has 6 locations on it. So instead I've got it set up in rail automatic. So probably isn't that unrealistic to do because this is an automatic truck, it seems. Oh, that's interesting. You can see when it, never noticed that before. Yeah, so it's in automatic. We'll just run with automatic for this to go. Should make it a bit easier with the big trailer on the back as well. Bit of a shame, but it'll make the run a lot easier in the long run, I suppose. So it's just going to be weird not having to brake and clutch at lights. I'll probably still hit the clutch by accident, just when I don't even need to. It does feel slower though. Like to get up to speed, kinda properly up to speed. Oh, I cut that very tight. Ooh. Forgot how long this trailer was. It's slightly longer than like the kind of average sort of container that you would have on the back. It's nice not having to worry about stalling, although you do need to hold onto the brake, that's become apparent. Although you need to do that anyway, I don't know why I wasn't doing it. Is that alright? Yes, it is. Oh. Truck is struggling. Like, majorly. Oh, that took a while. That was my foot to the floor there. I didn't put it in the episode because it was about 10 minutes worth of me stalling. Coming up there with like barely anything on. It was just like an ordinary trailer, but it's just a really weird wee hill. You've no kind of run up. Glad I wasn't having to do that in manual actually, now that I think about it. Never noticed this before, but that boat over there has a Stenline funnel on it. So they've actually taken the time to model a Stenline ferry. It's pretty interesting. I wonder, does it look the same as the one that is here, like in real life? Might not be able to get close enough to see if that's anything. No, it's not modeled after it, but that's still a nice enough detail. Pretty cool. Right. So we've made it to the ferry. Oh yeah, I haven't explained our route yet. So we're going to Douglas. And then from Douglas we'll be going to Liverpool. And then from Liverpool to Hull. And then from Hull to Esbjerg. So yeah, pretty much across there, into there, which isn't showing up on the map for some reason. And then across there to Esbjerg, and then we're actually going to Herning. So about an hour out of the place, whatever that place is called, Esbjerg. So good wee drive ahead of us. So first time I actually remembered that I could do this. every other time I've went out on round, the wee roundabout there. But we don't actually need to. You can just reverse back and then take the boat to Hayes End again, because it's the same boat, which is handy. And I'm glad I didn't have to reverse this trailer around then. It sort of helps with that, because although it's got all these wheels, it makes it a bit difficult to sort of take around tight corners. Although probably not as difficult as it would be without them wheels. We should get a load that goes up that way sometimes, because we haven't discovered that to the left. If we were to go up that slip road there, it would bring us to Glasgow and like Carlisle and all them places up north, whereas we've always kind of went south or east. But it'd be interesting to go up north as well. Although we did actually go from Larne to Stranraer, and we have been up to the top of Scotland, so yeah. We've never driven up though, we've always taken a ferry, or just started off there. Yeah, the truck is really seeming to struggle up that hill, although I keep treating this like it's an ordinary load, but really this is a 60-ton train we're hauling. So it's not really any wonder that it's kind of struggling a wee bit to get it up a wee steep hill. It's alright in these big hills like this, where it's kind of stretched out over a nice long distance, but when it's short and steep, the hill, and it has no kind of run up, it doesn't really carry any speed through, so it just ends up not stalling, but like sort of gets itself stuck nearly. But it manages to get out eventually, so that's good. Oh, this is just great. I had to come up a bit of like a small hill, and now I'm just crawling along the motorway while it kind of builds up speed. You can really, like, even in this lorry that's like designed to, I didn't actually check how much horsepower this lorry has, but I'm sure it's like at least 500. But yeah, you can really feel the 60 tons behind it, and the line of traffic as well, I suppose. Like, look at that, 27 mile an hour over like a fairly small hill. So that's not ideal, but it's good because some of these downhill bits will get up to full speed then, and then we're fine. One of the good things about having just using someone else's truck is that you don't need to always pull in at the service stations. Like, you don't need to get fuel, you don't need to get you don't need to rest either, unless it's like a really long journey. But this one here, we won't need to rest, I don't think. Especially because it's all on the ferries as well. A lot of like the big chunks of it are on ferry, so when we need to rest, it'll be on the ferry, and then we'll be fully rested and ready to go when we get to Esbjerg, which is the next port after Hull, of course. Right, let's just make sure no one's going to swipe into the side of us there. Not bad. So that's in the 11th gear, but it's only at 20 mile an hour. I feel like if that was me, I would have it in the ranges, although it depends. It changes for every truck, because some of them have a bit more gears, some of them have less gears. You always kind of end up needing them. Although in most lorries, like the majority of the time, you can start in third and you'll be fine, and then you can just kind of work your way out the gears pretty quickly. But yeah, not with this load. It's good that we're able to get this load, because it means that we might be able to get special cargo loads. So they're the ones that have like police escorts, and they have all like the roads closed, you don't need to stop for traffic lights or any of that kind of thing, and they pay quite well. So this one is paying us, I think, 8,000 per mile. wasn't supposed to happen. Oh dear. Yeah, I think we've lost our Ooh, dear. Can't really think of anything else to say. How did I manage that? We're gonna have to get rescued. Yeah, we do not have a choice. 1900. Oh god. Oh, it'll be covered by your employer. Okay, that's good. So the good news is that we don't actually then have to drive to Hull. But I'm pretty sure we were like 5 minutes away anyway, so that's not ideal. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a kick in the wallet. We're gonna have to repair the truck, aren't we? Is that covered by the employer, or is that... Oh, repairs are covered. Oh. Right, this is make sure I'm reading this right. Oh my god. Yes! I cannot believe that. That's not gonna look good, but it's better than me having to pay, realistically. Oh, we've got alarms. What would that be for? Is that my air pressure, maybe? Battery warning? We might have to just ignore that. The battery warning has went off the screen now, so it must have fixed itself. Oh, the beeping stopped as well. Okay, that's good. Maybe just starting up after repairing. So, good news, we're in Hull. Oh, for goodness sake. Bad news is traffic lights are here. Right, so, from here then, we're going on the boat to Esbjerg. We've actually been to Esbjerg quite a few times now, I think. Or I have at least. But yeah, at least like once or twice in the videos. We have a discoverable item up there. I wonder should we nip in and grab that. We're not in the perfect lorry for this kind of adventure, but we'll make it work. Scoot around here. It's probably only a recruitment agency, but it's still worth having. Now, are we going to be able to get turned in here? That's the question. Right, what we're going to do, hazard lights on, because we are most definitely a hazard. And we're going to reverse in. So... Right, so right to go left. Yep. I don't want us to jackknife either, so we need to be very careful how close we get to the wall. I feel like already we're too close. Ooh, that's very, very close. Oh, that woman's gonna get run over. Apologies. We managed to clear that somehow. We're probably... Ooh, that's not good at all. I'll admit I did forget this was a steering axle trailer. They are usually sort of more nimble, aren't they? Well, I went on a whole big rant like 5 minutes ago about that, but maybe they're more nimble than I thought. I wish you could zoom in on the mirrors, but I know it's not realistic, like, but it would be helpful. Right, and this is kind of curve it in around the curb so we don't crash. Traffic, which is strange but also very handy for us. Just a very quiet road, I assume. Perfect. We can get back on the road now then. Probably destroyed their car park bringing in a 60-ton trailer, but well, if they had a problem with it, they complained. There's a helicopter. Wow. We should try and get that next time. That's the only problem with having the quick jobs, is that you only see the type of truck you're driving, you don't see the type of cargo you have. So this train, I only noticed because I sorted them by price, and this was the most expensive because it's the heaviest, I think. But yeah, it would be nice to see what the load is and see what it'll look like before going. They seem to be going to the same places, but we're probably going to miss them by the time they get to the boat, which is a shame because I'd like to have a bit of a closer look at it. Right, so we're going off the first exit at this roundabout. Check there's no one coming across. There they are ahead of us, but yeah, we are going to miss them. That's unfortunate. Why are we in 12th gear already? We're only doing 26 miles an hour. And we're in 13th and we're not even at 30. Okay, I'm just trying to catch this light. Come on. Speedy gun. Oh, for God's sake. Not the fastest lorry in the world, but I suppose not many lorries are very fast. It does look pretty cool though. Needs a few beacons and stuff, but maybe a different paint. But I don't hate the paint. I think I could live with it. But I'm glad it's not my lorry, because I wouldn't like this paint on my own lorry. Oh, another train up ahead. What's that? We just got billed for something, but I don't know what for. Oh, hang on. Our money has went down, has it? I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going to Esbjerg. £1,150. That's just fantastic. But it is covered by our employer, so that's good. So, luckily we've been to Esbjerg a few times, so we kind of know where everything is. We don't need to rediscover anything, we've already discovered everything. And I'm thinking that this place is actually in the place that we went to a few times ago. Right, so out of here, oh, I'm on the left hand side of the road, aren't I? Need to stay on the right, otherwise we're going to drive into a car. That was not the right way to go. Okay. Let's turn around in here at the marina. Is there actually a marina here? That could be pretty cool. Oh, there is. It's a standard marina for a lorry game, but yeah, it's still nice to see. What I didn't account for is how difficult it's going to be to turn in here. I feel like we're caught on something. Feels like we are. Damn. Ooh. It's ironic that we came here to turn. We've ended up kind of getting more stuck by the looks of it. Hopefully that can turn in that space of time. And we're gonna spin that round. Ooh, more to back, more to back, more to back, more to back. Ooh. Okay, that's gonna hit anytime now. What I'm thinking is maybe disattach the trailer. It seems like the best idea. Top if we were in gear. So that means we can turn the lorry around. Can also tell how fast the lorry really is. Drop it into reverse. And Sorry about all the background noise. A lot of wheel turning and gear changing, although not as much gear changing as there'd be if I was in manual, which is nice, because that was the one disadvantage of having manual. Well, apart from being constantly on the clutch and on changing gears and stuff, is the noise in the recording. It's really, really loud. Right, so if we can get that in about there. It doesn't have advanced trailer coupling on. I wonder why. Not to worry though. So that's that picked up, and we're now turned. Probably a lot more complicated than it needed to be, but we've done it now. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, we're going to the right place this time. Fairly quiet in here, so we don't need to worry about getting written off by another lorry. Probably should be more worried about getting written off by ourselves. And I'm on the wrong side of the road again, I've just realised. I need to stop doing that. Okay, this road's fairly quiet as well. Okay, so we're leaving Esbjerg now. Oh, we're leaving Esbjerg. So that other town might not be Esbjerg, maybe that's the town we're going to now. That would be interesting. I quite like this man lorry. It's nice. It's nice and easy to drive, although in automatics that's probably helping a bit, but it's nice and quiet as well. It doesn't really kind of roar like some of the other lorries. Just good and bad. Ooh, that's a red light, I didn't realise that. Shoo. Whew. That was close. We didn't go across it though. It'll probably be green when we stop. Okay, it's not, but yeah. I like this lorry. It's yeah, it's very nice. It's all very nice inside. And it looks pretty good from the outside as well. I think anyway. Obviously not in this colour though. Right, why is he stopped as well? What's going on here? Why is it red? Very beeping up. Not a great horn. I feel like this is another. This happened last time we were in one of these places. We sort of jumped the light a bit and then it sort of bugged it out. See, that's interesting. We didn't get a fine. Let's see if they can. Yeah, they follow us through, and there's police there as well. Very strange. That's the second time that's happened. Although it's the second time that I've jumped the light by accident as well. But I didn't get a fine this time, which is the main thing. But yeah, after this load, it'd be interesting to see how much a man lorry is. If we even have any man dealers, that is. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure we do. But yeah, we'll look up how much they are then. The automatic's really struggling up this hill. But it's still putting it in 6th gear, which I find interesting. I think I would be lower if I was in manual. But maybe it just has a different kind of idea. I suppose I would stay in a gear until I'm at the, oh, that's not good. I would stay in a gear until it's at the limit, kind of. And then so that where this kind of shifts to a more optimal level, rather than bringing the truck right up into like 2000 RPM, which it probably doesn't like very much. I need to take this very wide, it seems. There we go. That's just about it. Okay, that's good. Right. So we've made it to Herming? How do we say that? Herning, yeah. So that's good. I've never been here before. This is a new place for us, and it looks pretty small. Oh no, there is a discoverable item. Do we take a wee bit longer and drive up to that, or do we probably do, yeah, because I'm going too fast to turn anyway. We may as well. Right, it should be on the main road anyway. Let's see, it might be a man dealer, that would be good. It is a dealer, I can see the flags. Let's just make sure we're not going to get written off here. Although realistically we're probably much more likely to be the ones that write something off than someone else driving into us. Even if someone drives into us, they'll probably do significantly more damage to them. Right, we are taking a left then. So it's a Daft dealership. Any other discoverable items here that we need to know about? No. Right, okay. Not to worry. Once we go in here, we'll turn into the Daft dealership and then reverse. Should we reverse on into the Daft dealership instead? Rather than reversing out onto it, yeah, we'll do that. So we'll reverse in rather than reversing out. Just for a bit more kind of control. Oh, that's handy. We can drive straight into here, actually. And then reverse into the Daft dealership. Very convenient. Right. Let all the traffic pass behind us. Straighten ourselves up. And once there's a gap, we'll go for it. Okay, that side's clear by the looks of it. Oh, we turned a bit more than I would have liked there. Huh. Didn't go too badly. Okay. Out we go. Oh, we're drifting there. Well, not drifting, but spinning our wheels. We'd beached the back, it looked like. So, we now have another Daft dealership under our sort of belt of dealerships. I wonder, is there different prices in a different dealership? Like, could you get a lorry cheaper from one place than you would from a different place? Because that would be handy. Be good for getting a good bargain. You know what my dream lorry would be? Would be the RJL Scanias. They were a mod in the game. Up until like 1.30 or something, or whatever the number was. The update, and then after that update they didn't work anymore. And the guy, I don't know what happened, the guy just kind of I'd stopped developing them, which was a shame. But no one has taken on the mod again, so you can't use them anymore, which is a real shame. But they're very nice lorries and they're very customizable, but they're also very cheap. Well, they can be very expensive, but you can get the sort of base models, which are a bit older, very, very reasonably priced. And it would be good for us to kind of start with. And I could get a Scania T, which would be nice. Okay, I feel like I've already overturned. Yeah, I have. It's so difficult to see when you're in the right hand and you need to turn, or when you're in the right hand seat, but you need to make a left turn. You kind of need something to direct you, especially one of these trailers. It just turns. You put in a wee tiny bit of input and it turns all the way around. Okay, that's better. We could skip it, like, but where's the fun in that? I do try not to use the third person, but for this one I was beaten by the trailer. Although, actually we've messed that up, haven't we? Gonna have to come out forward again, and like that. Also, my desk keeps shuddering with the kind of force feedback of the wheel, so if that's coming through on the mic, very, very sorry. Right, somehow I managed to mess that up in about 2 meters, but we'll manage that all right, I think. That's good. Perfect. Get it into neutral, handbrake on, lights all off, and button is my engine? E. There we go. And we'll unload the trailer by pressing the right button. Press Y instead of T. What am I like? Oh, tolerable. That's not good, really, is it? Huh. Wait, why did we only get 6,000? It said the base reward was 8,000. At least we made a profit. That's the main thing. If it had been 5 grand for damage, at least we didn't have to pay the 99 grand that the company had to. Yeah, we would take a while to pay that off, I have to say. I'm very, very glad we didn't do that. Okay, let's see. Truck purchase. We don't have any man dealerships. Right. I'll need to have a look around for some man dealerships then. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this slightly different episode, but slightly the same as well, I suppose. As usual, I'll try and build up a few miles off camera so we can get back up to having our own truck, and then when we get our own truck, I think we'll head round the sort of areas of Europe we haven't went to yet. So go across the Channel Tunnel and then kind of work our way through France and Spain, and I haven't actually even been to Spain yet. I bought the DLC and just haven't went there, so I should probably do that. That's actually a pretty interesting route there. You could go all the way up there and then down and up through Italy and then down to Split in Croatia and then into, what country is that? I'll have to look at my, I can't see it. My mouse mat is an atlas. Well, it's a world map. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.